Welcome everybody, Red Arrow 23 here, time for your War Factory preview for the 9th of February. Let's boom some bitches! Alright guys, let's have a look at today's War Factory. And it's gonna be a good one, I think. So we got the Doom Cannon on the left hand side. Always like to start off with Where on the Beach is free. And then, so the bottom side is covered by that sniper. And then the rocket launcher is going to be covering the whole right side. So there's not too much free beach. You could probably get away with either shocking or GBing the sniper down. Dropping some greens down low. If you wanted to do it that way. Teammates probably not going to get you that far with the Doom Cannon, Shock Blaster, Boom Cannons. Hot Pot's always fun because they don't pop up till late. And Warriors could actually be a viable tactic today. On the core we've got for 523,000 on the core, so you could go in with probably a barrage, sort of just high on the core, get rid of all those boom mines, and one artillery on these boom mines, and probably one on those mines if you can afford it. If not, probably just come in from a little higher actually. So it'll be a 2-smoke landing. You could either go right up by these factory supplies, or the normal path would sort of be, the shortest path would just be from these factory supplies here. Depends on whether or not you can tank these mines. And then it'll be straight into the core, and it'll be 1 shock, 2 shocks, 3 shocks, 4 shocks, and that would probably go pretty well. Doom cannons would pop you off a bit, so probably get some critters down low, and the laser rocket launchers would do some damage, but I think you'd be able to take it down semi quickly. You'd need, if you were boosted, you'd be able to take it down pretty easy. But it's a higher level, or it's a higher health core than like usual player versus player. But anyway, Bazookas are the name of the game today, as I like to do it. And I think what we're going to do is try and park around about these boom mines. We're going to flare from a little bit further away, so that, like, usually we don't want to spread, but today I think we do, because if the lasers do end up popping us off, then they're only going to take like 1 or 2 Zookas. I'm going to do a critter. I think I'm going to go critter between these two Doom Cannons. We want to shock these in one, these in another, and those in the third. And I'm going to go critters on each side. I'm probably going to go critters on this machine gun and this machine gun. I don't want to lure the laser too early, so that's probably going to be my first shock. So it'll be critter, critter, shock, 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 and then if I can afford it, another shock on these Doom Cannons. It is a lot shorter walk today, so hopefully we'll be able to do some of what, most of that, because we're only going to need 2 smokes on the beach, 1, 2, and then probably 2 smokes for the finish. You could maybe get away with 5, but I think I'll be safe and just use 6. We'll see how we go. And 1 barrage to clear those mines. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get into it for the solo. Yeah, let's do it. I do have 116 GBE now, because of, I got another Perfect Guardian, which is perfect. Swapped out my 15 for a 17, so I love it. And we are going to go quite high. Nice. Love it when a 2-smoke landing comes together. And then we're just going to flare there. And then flare onto the core. So we've got 74 GBE. I suggest you sort of do some math, see how much you can do. And there we go, we've got a sick peak. And we don't have enough for the Doom cannons, and I think we lost way too many. We're going to have to do a bit of a review of that attack and see what went wrong. We just had nowhere near as many Zookas as I was expecting. What happened? I was really expecting that to be a solo. So let's go review the replay. Whilst we start loading those up, we're probably going to have to diamond them anyway, but that's fine. What are we doing? We want to go here. Let's just fast forward it until we started dying. So what happened? So we wanted to hit the HQ from as far away as possible so that we got a nice spread, and we know that we can target the core from 2 defenses away. They did spread a little bit more than I was expecting, but that's because the machine gun and the shock blaster are obviously taking up those cells. And we popped that mine. They peaked on the right and the left. So if we spread those smokes a little bit further, or probably just go a bit further up and try and keep them closer grouped and not flare the HQ as soon. The reason I wanted to get spread is because I knew I probably wasn't going to have enough GBE for these Doom cannons, and when the Zookas are really grouped up, they'll just pick off like 20 at a time. Yeah, so then we go critter, shock on the laser first because we don't want the laser to fire through. Laser on the left picked off a bunch. Shock blaster didn't get shocked, and neither did the machine gun. So that was a killer, and the Doom cannon picks them off. So this right shock was completely off. And then the lasers came back to life. So the lasers fired, so the shock was too late. Okay, let's get some redemption. I'm sure this is a solo, so don't take my fail to heart and learn from my mistake. I do not want to barrage as my double smoke. It would not be a good idea. The smokes might be a little bit too close. Yep, that's okay. It is okay. So we lost half a boat, that should be okay. And we go critter, shock, 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 shock. And man, that was still terrible. I'm sure it should have been cleaner than that. It's okay, War Factory is down. That's going to be your War Factory preview for the 9th of February. Please make it cleaner than that. I don't know why. Apparently I'm pretty terrible today. Make sure you check out the new series. I'm starting a playbook series. So I just released the complex, and it's just the main flare points, the paths. So definitely check that out. It should help out if you are going to be full boosted going against complex, trying to do a core rush straight away. And there'll be much more to come. Let me know which one, which bases you want me to do a playbook series for. Man, that was brutal. We'll just have a quick look and see if we can see what happened, because I was sure that there was just going to be an easy peasy solo. So we peaked at the beginning because those smokes were too wide and we lost quite a few. think it might have been easier with 3 smokes. So have another smoke here and then a 2 smoke. All at the same time, and then you can cater for pretty much any spread. And then we flared on the core. So we started to peak, but that was okay because we went critter, shock, shock. And the flamethrower is why I am so useless. The far laser is what's getting triggered by our critters. And the doom cannon popped off a bunch, this one over here. Okay. 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 So don't lure that top laser. Excuse me. Don't miss your shocks. Shock early, like Mac would say. And get it down. It's definitely a solo. You can definitely do it. I believe in you. Comment down below how you went. And give us a thumbs up and like the video. Thumbs down if you're doing it. And subscribe for more. Boom, boom.